Okay, cool. So generally, what we always do is well, me and Renee, we usually always do run on network, and then after we get a little bit of data, we'll go ahead and switch to source because if we were running both at one time at one point, but you can bid against yourself if you are targeting specific devices or browsers. So it's best to just not do both at the same time. So that's what we learned along the way. So let me just get this pulled up so we can bounce back and forth. So usually the entire flow where we start, if you have access to a spy tool, that's usually where we start. If you don't have access to a spy tool, then you'll want to get the top converting offers from your affiliate manager and just go through the spreadsheet offer by offer and just mark them off. That's usually what we do. And so for, let's see here. I've gone ahead and already pulled up Complexity. Now, of course, we sometimes rip and run where we'll find a landing page that we like. We'll just go ahead and edit it and we will use it. If we decide that we don't want to implement any of the landers from the affiliate network. So what we usually do always, I knew this is a good idea to figure out. I don't know whose audio I hear, but can you mute your mic for me? I don't. It's usually a good idea just to get a feel for what icons are being used, but I like to see where the traffic is going. To be honest with you, so that's where I go first to kind of see where the hits are. So it's going to be a little X-rated because, as you can see, it's usually mainly all adult. So when I am able to stumble on a good sweepstakes offer, it's usually these 18 plus or these envelopes, these gift icons here. Um, and then also you can see these little text messages. So being native to the actual phone application has worked like superior for me. I've never had an issue where if I'm targeting with the new email or if I'm doing the new text message or if I'm doing the missed call, it never fails. The click-through rates are usually always 1% to 2%. And then you just play with the emojis from there. So I come in here because all you can, if you download, if I click this and do download export zip, it gives me the icon, the text, and all of the images, and then I just take a look at them. So where are we? So here would be some that I started kind of, gosh, I hate that X-rated stuff. So here is the stuff that I kind of started gathering. So we usually just take these icons to get a feel, create a swipe file, and that's where I start throwing all of these into my push repository that I created for you guys. So that's the logic that I have with the spying. So let's just say, because as you can see, I wanted to get a lot of these for you so you guys can have these. So I'll be getting a file created so you guys can have all of these because these are the ones that have worked for me. Now, as far as after I get some icons, after I figure out what kind of offer I want to run or what geo I want to be in, I would usually stick with Singapore, UK, Italy, or Spain. Those are my top four. I haven't had any issues with those. I haven't tried US like Colin yet, so I can't speak on that, but I have looked at the data and it seems to be pretty good with zero parts. So if you want to try US, we'll probably cover that in the upcoming weeks. So a few things that I do whenever I hop into Big Bang Ads now, it's time to go ahead and start building the campaign. So I jump into one of those geos to just get a feel for what I want to run. Right now, Singapore has been doing pretty good. And Australia is all right, but I'd say more so Singapore. So I'll just go in here just because I'm going to show you guys how to rip one of the top converting landers. So this campaign, I would say, has been able to remain profitable for me because of the fact that it's interactive and it kind of gives a different spin on the survey part. So people get to choose this, and that. And you can literally rip all of this. So this is where, what's that tool? I don't remember what it's called. The one for Apple, oh gosh, I forget the name of the tool that you guys use to rip your landers. I'll have to get that later. And then for Windows, you can use HTT track. So what I would do is two things. I would create a custom lander. grab the deep link for this page for test number 1. And then the second thing is I would probably rip this lander if I want to test it with other networks. And then the third thing is I would just straight up direct link to this offer. So that way I have 3 options to use it. A couple things to look for is just kind of how they don't ask for too much information. So you don't have the date of birth on here. We don't have the phone number on here. So this would be an easier offer to get to convert is what I found whenever that information is not on here, but you just have to test that with your geos. And if you run a source campaign, you might be able to slide with it. So then in that case, I would bounce back to where I began right here. I take this URL to wherever I'm going to rip the site. So I'm going to use my website copier. And then it's pretty simple. We just come in here. I'll name the project. So this would be Singapore. I'll do coffee because there are other coffee offers for other countries. You just would have to get this translated. And then you can do sweets. I'm gonna do coffee. I'll do sweets, top converting, because I need to start doing that. Because this one is a pretty good one. So this one was just passed along to me by Justine. So tell them that you want these kind of landers, they'll give them to you. And then I just pretty much enter the URL here. The system does its thing. And then I have what I need. It comes into a file, and then I can hop over to Amazon. So all right, so let's pull up this list that I made. So we did spying, advanced recon is, we ripped a landing page. Advanced recon and landing page I haven't done because it's in the training. You don't need that. Review the landing pages. So I'm gonna pull up some others while we're talking before I start building. So some other landing pages that I have as well that are pretty good, or are they? Okay, they're not open yet. The spin wheels do really good. And I'm gonna show you another one that I ripped that does really good. So this one for Germany is one that I'll make sure you guys get. So this activity is what we were saying works pretty fair. I have one that is a little bit more modern. It looks a little bit better that I'm gonna show you next. So that's a spin one that's good. And then I have one that is an extensive survey that I wanted to show you guys. Oh no, it's not there anymore. I think I messed it up. I think I did mess up the file. So I have to do it again. All right, yeah, I messed up the file. So then as far as those go, I would just direct link the spinner I just showed you to, so this is, okay, no, let me back up. I would use that to go to the deep link for this offer. So I just showed you the spinner. And then this is gonna be the actual landing page from Big Bang Ads, right? So this would be my split test. And as you can see, it's multiple questions. And then this would be the deep link that I would use to come from the spinner that I just showed you. So here is where that will go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and build a campaign. Now, when I am going to go to Amazon, go ahead and get these landing pages up here that I'm gonna use. So we are going to go with what geo? Let's go in Big Bang Ads real quick, and we're gonna pick an offer together. I don't like how this stuff is in my way. There it is. All right, so we did the gift cards. I'm gonna just do one that I know I can rip really quick because I'm not gonna edit anything on that one. I wanna edit something with you guys. So what's this random URL for Singapore real quick? It's not working. So let's go to another geo that I don't have to translate, to be honest with you. So let's go to, all right, cool. So I do want to show you another way to get a lander. So let me just pull up. So we got PayPal. I don't think I have one of those. I do have this one though. So I'm gonna show you that corrupted one. So this is gonna be the deep link that I'm gonna do. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I'm gonna get this lander that I messed up from before. So sometimes I do like to go ahead and use something that I have found elsewhere. So let me show you. I do the exact same thing. I just pull up the offer, copy it, and then I get the lander. So let me just do that real quick. Oh yeah, I'm not running anything. Sorry. Forgot. And it would have been for, yeah, right here. So their lander was pretty dope. It looks like this. So it comes up like this. He got the spinner back for me. I asked him to bring it back so I could show you guys. So now I'm a little upset because I messed up the survey because it was pretty good, so I'll have to fix it. So here's the spinner that I mentioned was a little updated. So as you can see, this is, they had it where it was refreshing, but it's not doing that anymore. Then you have your spin, and then good to go. And then this one, the reason why I liked it is because it has meta tags. So you can see that for the day for this time zone, and then wherever they are, it'll pull up that. So I like that. It was customized. I'm just trying to get this to the end to make sure I know where I need to look in the HTML. All right, take it. So I need to edit the take it button. All right, cool. So then if I go back, you know, all this stuff right here, because I can't copy the offer URL because of the redirects. So we would do UK, spinner, iPhone. Then I will do, I think I have a UK, yeah, sweeps already. And then next, put it in there, next, finish. All right, and then it spits it back out to me. And then I finish that, and then I come into bracket. So then I come into here. Let me go ahead and pull up volume, so that's ready. So now let me go close that out, I don't need it. So I would open that. And I'm pretty sure it's in my websites. And then I got, where did I just put it? I put it in UK sweep, so where is the file? Don't see it, that's not it. So where'd it go? UK, iPhone, oh, here we go. All right, so then I would do index in this one. All right, cool. Then I need to find my link. So this is where it's time consuming. This code is a lot easier than the other one I pulled, so this is awesome. So I think I said, what did I say? It was take it, right? So I usually just come in here and I look for the word. It should be in here as the button. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but I can't find it. So now I have to search. All right, so where are you at, friend? Is this even the right file? Nope, I don't think it is because I'm not seeing any codes in here. Nope, it's not. So I opened the wrong one. It's in here. Can I open the folder? There we go. All right, let me rename this to index and then open. Okay, all right. So open. There we go. This is the complicated code I meant. So now, let me find it, take it. There it is, all right? So that's what I would do, just look for the button. And then now you know where you need to insert your affiliate link. So let's see, enter your details. Let's see, where is the link gonna be? Take it for the button. Here's the image. Congratulations, user. Hold on, I'm finding it. Blah, blah, blah. Take it. There it is. There's the button. All right, so here's the button. Here we go, right there. So this is what I need to replace over chair. So, oh wait, no. HTML, let me make absolutely sure. Yeah, because that's the end of the code. The code stops right there, right there. Yep. So that's where I would have to, in these parentheses right here, update to make sure that I add the right code for my URL. So I would say all of these I should not use, but I'm going to keep it because I don't want to mess anything up like I did before. So this is what I would add for that. So I will go into Big Bang Ads, and this is the deep link, right? So I need to do click ID for that. Is it sub 2 or S2 in this one? I forgot. Yeah, sub 2. All right, so we'll add that, update it, and I copy. So this is gonna be actually not for this. I'm tripping. But I would put that in here, and then so then I would save this file, and I should be good to go. So then I take this into AWS, and for my lander, I'll just delete this one. Ooh, not rename, delete. Then we would upload it. So I was in my C files, websites, UK Spinner, in here, in here, in here, that one. And I would upload that. I don't think I have anything else. I would say it's pretty straightforward. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I think it's good. So it's still spin. Now it might block me because I think the programmers, I didn't claim this. So let me see. Nope. There you go. That's how you would update it, okay? So there is how you would take a RIP lander that you can use from a ripper, find the button, add your deep link to that, and that's how you can test anything that you rip, or you can test anything that you want to customize. So then now that that's in S3, I think, yeah, like I said, that was it. That was a pretty simple file. So I would just now come over, come on. This needs to go back up. Go back up, please, out my way. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead, and I like to do this part first because I need the URL in 0 part, and I'd like to just go ahead and have this done. If I can click the right country. There we go. All right, so we're gonna do 0 part. And we do oh no, that's not what I want. Yeah, I'll just do iPhones, no biggie. No one else is running anything but me. And then my lander that I have not added in here yet. So that's where I messed up, guys. Sorry, I've been up to like 4 in the morning. All right, so I need to add this lander up in here, up in here. So we're going to United Kingdom. All right, so then I get my URL, which we would gladly get from, did I close Amazon like a fool? Did I? Nope, this thing is gonna be the bane of my existence. Okay, so now nope, I did close it. Oh crap, all right, hold on guys, I had to get my thing. So I get my URL. because mine never works. I know it by heart, but then I had to add an extension to my like I showed you guys in the training, so I don't like to type it because I could mess something up. So I just copy it. And here it is. So now I come into volume and bada bing. I probably need to append this, right? So we do all of that. So at the very, very least, I need to have, let's see, we need to click ID. Sorry, tying my hair up. Okay. Because I'm probably doing this all backwards right now, but where is my click ID at? Do I see it? Do I see it? Do I see it? Because this is going to be for my lander, right? But I don't see it. So I'm trying to make sure. I might have to do this part over, you guys. This was more so make sure you know how to get everything set up, but now you know my tracking is going to be jacked up, so I'm not going to even run this, but there you go, lander URL. Let's just do test, so I know to come back and fix this. And tag test, thank you, and then save it, right? So then now I come into my campaign, scroll part, because I really want to get through this. So you got some copy tips, iPhone, and then we're going to do landers, and I need my lander. What did I call this, guys? iPhone? Yep, I did. And then my offer is not in here. I just keep messing up. Let's see, did we do one for UK yet? I don't think we have. I don't think we have. So I'm just going to pretend like this is it, and we will save it because I have to fix it anyway, remember? All right, so then I have this, and we will go over to ZP. Now, however you guys want to title it, United Kingdom. So this is where all of the, you can do cities if you want. At some point, you have to do it here if you are going to do it, because you can't change it later in our CPC. So it's telling us it's 6 cents. I like to go a little below, but with zero part, you know what? I'm not going to do that. A daily budget, never unlimited. It's not that serious, but I do like to do 30 and then set up an RBO. If you want to control your spend, you can do sources. We just don't recommend it because you can get further with RBO. I would say do RBO first and then have a source daily budget if you want to further control your spend in that order. So then we would be doing mobile only. And I usually bump this all the way up automatically to 4. There's no need to have these later ones. Sometimes you can just go ahead and bump it up to 5. Just be careful with your volume. But yeah, go ahead and just do that, because you're going to get all of this other mobile traffic from these iOS devices that you cannot filter through. So just go ahead and get the Androids out the way. But usually always versions 5 and up perform. You can get clicks on 4, but they usually never convert for me, so it's no point. All right, so yeah, this is 24 hours. Very rarely do we change this. You probably can if you find a very high converting offer on a very high performing target, but probably never will ever change that. So for the images and the creatives, so I honestly would use the ones that I got from Eplecity sometimes, because they're just easier, because the approach that I like to use is going to be you missed the call, you missed the message, you missed the email. I do those 3 first, and then I throw in the gift, play around with that. I throw in the spinner, play around with that. That's just in terms of icons. So I probably have like a maybe around 5. So let me see if I can find some of them really quick, because I have to get this all organized. So here's one with the messages that I need to crop, so we're not going to do that one. All right, so where's my favorite one? So there's one with the messages that we do. Then I got these are in the pack that you guys have. So the missed call, I told you, that is a good one. That one performs really good with grocery offers, to be honest with you. Dimensions are wrong. Sorry, I'll fix it. As you can see, I kind of just go on the whim sometimes because these are from my YouTube videos. That one's not a good one from the pack. This one makes no sense to me because it doesn't represent any icons in an Android phone. That's kind of my thought process. But this is the Android icon, so I use that one. I'll make sure you guys have that too. And then this one I found online just literally by searching. So this one is a good one. So what I do whenever I get stumped on my logos or my icons, I do the device type, Android, messaging, logo, and I just try to find the best one. I literally get someone who has a phone and say, okay, let me see your phone so I can see what's going on. So I have an Android phone, so that's how I found that. So just do that, start here, just browse around, just see what's online. You can even edit these, right? So you can add little notification bubbles to them in Canva or something like that. Like you see this person got a little carried away with it. So, you know, that's kind of the thought process I take with those. The missed call ones are hard to find, but the generic ones we're using are pretty good. As you know, you can't just infiltrate with the brands like Gmail, Facebook Messenger, Facebook, and those. You kind of have to customize them. So it's just, we haven't had any issues with these. I've never had these get declined. So I'll make sure you guys have them. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go into, let's see if I can find one more. And then after that, I probably try a GIF one. I'm trying to find it. I know I downloaded one. I don't recall. This is also what, for a cell phone, right? So this is the one from Colin's campaign. So we do this cell phone one. It's a little dark. So that one may not be a good one because it's dark. So let me go ahead and find one of those. So I need an iPhone, right? So this is the offer. It's smartphone offer. Okay, so I just need smartphones because this one is not what I was running, is it? I see I'm all over the place, y'all. So let me do smartphones really quick. So I will do smartphone display new probably. I get really weird with when it works. Just find it. And then just one of these would be good. So let's see. What would I use? I prefer one with a light background. And this is good because it's showcasing the product. These are good because it's odd. Like nobody takes a picture like that. It catches the eye. I probably would honestly just go with this one. Or the box package is a good one. I'm gonna actually go with this one. No, I'm not, because it's not the brand we want. So what about this? Here we go. Yeah, here we go. This is a good smartphone one. So it does both brands. So I would literally just save this one. Oh, love it. Yeah, we'll take it. Yay, guys. First time the charm. So we'll do smartphone. And then I will do this one. It kind of works. I'm going to take it anyway. I've seen it a lot. Smartphone 2. And then we'll do a box one, right? Because I told you guys that one works too. So we'll do a package one. So then what I would do when I go in and fix this campaign is I would do set up a flow to link to the affiliate network lander. And then I have one that's going to my custom lander that I ripped, or not custom because I ripped it, but you get what I meant. So let's see what we got here for gifts. No, don't like them. Let's see what we got. We got, it's not really going too good. So I probably wouldn't even go that route. So if I go back to what we have with where I downloaded some of these from, did I close it out? No, I did not. Here it is, export. So I probably come in here just to see, like this one's a good one. I probably jack that real quick. So save image as smartphone. There we go. Now let's go back to 0 part. And that's kind of, Plexity kind of narrows down the icon search a little bit, but you kind of want to be careful because you could run the risk of those being overused. Okay, downloads. But who am I to talk? Because I literally use the same ones all the time. And they always work. All right, so here's that one. And then I'll browse here. Let me do this one phone one so I can show you guys my approach. Oh, it took you guys off mute. It's all good. All right, cool. So let's go ahead with this one. So my most infamous one is the new message. That one I love. This one, your new phone is ready. That's a good one. What are we doing? A spinner, right? So I would probably tell them what they're doing. Spin now to win. Okay, yep. And then you can play with the emojis. So those are a few that I would do. And then this one, if it ever has that, always do the parentheses one miss message. This one I'd probably say, what is this? A cell phone, right? You have been chosen. Like, oh, really? Have I? And then this one, always miss call. Always miss call. This one, always message. I guess with this one, since it doesn't have one, I would say, I'd probably say I'd probably say, I'm stumped, guys, because I've already done the most that I would do. So this is an angle where I would need to look at this again. Where's that lander at? This is in Germany. That's not the one I'm using. I'm using this one. iPhone 10. Yeah, just say it's new. All right, cool. So something crazy. Then if they decline it, I'll edit it. So then emoji etiquette, I probably start off with this one. This is a shocker. That one works pretty good. And probably please complete your order, or you can say transaction or shipment or order number, blah, 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 is ready. Right, just run with that, right? Spin now to win your smartphone. So I haven't done really anything more. I'd say sometimes, because I haven't done anything more than surveys. So with spinners, this is kind of why I'm drawing a blank right now. So with spinners, I'd probably say with 2 spins only. Or click to spin now. No, I'd probably say click to play now because this is a game, to be honest with you. So I literally tell them what to do if I get confused. So just give a call to action if you don't know what to do. That usually works a lot. And I'll show you something I ran a little earlier with that Starbucks campaign, kind of break that down, kind of how my thought process is with that one too. So new iPhone is yours. I'd say probably click to spin or click to complete survey, because it was a 1-question survey that I was going to test. So, or complete just answer this 1 question is good too. If you just tell them something, if you simplify it, like I explained in the training, where you just give them something straightforward, where you give them a benefit or a timeline. So knowing that it's just 1 question is a benefit because they probably are crunched for time, something like that. All right, so new message. I always just say claim your iPhone. If I ever do these, I always just say claim, because that's why I was notifying them. Or claim. I always do that. Just claim it. You can come up with different ideas. You've been chosen. So I would say I probably give them 3 business days. So I probably, if I say they have been chosen, I'd probably say confirm by a time frame. So I'd have to day part that like to the T to, right, or something like that. Just give them something to go with. Urgency works, call to actions work. So again, these new message notifications, you have been chosen, work. Try to go native with the phone device. So if you're on Propeller, you have to 100% be in tune with Android, because they don't target iOS at all. But with Zero Park, you kind of have to play both fields, but geared more towards Android. This missed call one is a good one. I'll give you all these icons. So remember, anytime you have these little bubbles, always have this for a new message. Emojis are good. You can also use them in the description. So look, what we like to do, if we're going to use it in the description, I just add the money symbol. And then for this, since it's like since it's a phone, I probably do a phone. But usually I do these for surveys, so that's why I'm like, eh. So yeah, I probably just do that because it's relevant to the offer. This one, I wouldn't do any emojis because it's like it's coming from a company, so I would leave emojis out of this one, to be honest with you. And then this is fun, so I would add like a celebration emoji, like that party one, to kind of bring some attention to it. And then I would do for a click, I do the hand one so that they actually do it. So point, because it's a call to action, so I want to make sure they do it. And then there you go. So that's how I would do that. So just to address bidding, I usually recommend going 2 to 3 cents below, but because you want to try to win more placements with Zero Park out of their database, I guess you can play with it, you can test it, but stick with their suggested bid. It usually generally comes out less than other traffic sources anyway, so it's worth just trying it out. We usually never do. So 4 cents is fine, 5 cents is fine, just go for it. And then we went over my thought process on the creative. So if it's a smartphone, you can play around with the image, play around with that. If you find that these work good, then just find different smartphone images and play with those and split test those. If you find that your campaigns perform good with these, you just find the local postal carriers in the region and do those separately and actually use those parcel ones. Now, whenever these work, you kind of can't do much with split testing other than trying out different copy and different descriptions. So I'm gonna do something else when it comes to copy, because I kind of just wrapped up another webinar that I went to that was a little helpful, and I'm going to share with you guys that kind of broke down copy a little bit more, but it's more so just be straight to the point. It's not really I don't know. This has just always worked for me. So if you kind of work with these angles or kind of think about who's buying the product, that kind of helps too. So like if you're doing a cell phone that might be for a young crowd, you can probably amp up the benefits a little bit more. If it's a gift card, it's probably for a single mom or something, so you can probably amp up the free shipping or something like that. But benefits and call to action usually always work for me. So then this is where I would put the horrible campaign URL that I created, and then I would run this campaign. So that's literally all I would do. It took a while because we did the spying, I did the ripping, I edited, I did a little bit of image search, and then you just enter everything into volume, and then you throw everything into zero part. So the very, very last step would be, after I look at everything, is to figure out if I could duplicate this into a source campaign. I'd keep everything as it is with the creatives and just run it on the high performing sources. So I wanted to show you guys kind of how it kind of played out with this one. So whenever I would have ran a campaign like that, I just hop over here and we just bang out the click-through rate to kind of figure out what's going on. If the click-through rates are kind of the same, then we leave it. We just let them run, try to figure it out. If there is one that's significantly lower, we go ahead and just pause it. After we build the campaign, that's really all we can do once we get started, is we just keep an eye on the creatives, kind of figure out what we need to optimize. We start there first. Then we look at the targets to kind of see, okay, well, where are all the clicks coming from? So for targets, you have to have a minimum of 100 clicks before you can set up any RBO. So that's a good reason why we say go by 100 clicks. For your sources, you have to have at least 200 clicks before we can start considering terms of RBO. So if you're going on a CPC campaign and you're trying to get at least 1,000 clicks, that's roughly $60. So I don't know, if you bid like 3 cents, right? So if we're going in at 4 cents, hold on a second. So if we're saying for every 100 clicks, we're going to spend around $4, I think that at that rate, you should at least, for every 100, you should probably be able to squeeze out 3 conversions. It's a little sketchy, but it's possible to at least have a 3% conversion rate every day. It can happen, right? So I'd say if you get 1 conversion for every 100 clicks, then you're good for a particular target. So I look at those, and then like you guys said, we look at the spend to see if the spend has gotten to be either greater than our estimated CPA or greater than the actual spend that we're comfortable with going for, right? So we were saying, well, if we spend more than 5, which is really just the minimum, so that's why it's $5. It can't be any lower than that because that's how the system is designed. Then we usually either go for conversions or we go for the CPA. So then we would set that up and just let it run on the network. And then for sources, we usually don't create any rule-based optimization for any sources until we run a source campaign. So that's how that goes. We usually just control the targets to make sure that those are being modified properly, because the targets can disappear and be added versus sources, they're just always there. So there's no need to really modify them. And if we're controlling the targets, then we won't really have any issues with the sources overspending. So that's why you really don't need any RBO on a run of the network campaign whenever you're just getting started from scratch. And this is like day 1 of when you're getting all set up and you're looking at what you can optimize so far. Just start with your creatives, start with your targets, and that's it. Then if you see any sources that aren't doing too good because you won't have as many to comb through, then just go ahead and pause them. But you don't need an RBO for them. Let me think of something else I wanted to point out for you guys, because I want to show you guys a lot of stuff before I go on YouTube today. So let me do that real quick. So we do bounce back and forth between propeller ads. I don't know. It's just their traffic just performs a little differently. I like Zero Part for the scalability because I can get 1,000 clicks in a day easy. But then again, I can control this traffic for some reason a lot better. So I rebooted this Starbucks one I showed you guys because that campaign has been like the best one for me. It was profitable since I started it. I think I managed to keep it at like 30% for like 7 days. So where is it at? So what I would do, so I usually always start with about 5 push notifications to get started. As you can see, I'm still doing my old school thing to where I am cutting and pasting directly from the landing page. I tried the gift box thing. As you can see, I still use the same icons over here. I still use the icons over here, and I still do them over here, right? But these creatives, I pretty much just got from that landing page. So I literally saved my time with finding images because none of them were working. These were the images that worked. So then therefore I went to the dashboard to figure out which ones were getting my highest clicks for now, because this is like super early in the campaign and I really don't have anything to go by. So I was like, well, what's going on? So I'm getting the most clicks on the missed call one, right? With this gift card, your gift card is ready. Simple as hell. Working. Not really that much to it. I think it's day parting right now, so I'm not getting any impressions. But this, I literally started about 3 hours ago, and I've already gotten 2 conversions. So it's a little different. I would say if you can find something that performs that good, that fast, then you can probably switch gears onto a source campaign into Zero Part. This is just, but this is a little bit more time consuming. I just wanted to show you guys the simple text, the simple copy that I was using. Now, whenever I did want to kind of expand and kind of test more images, because coffee is really good if it's held in a selfie. I tried to take like that Instagram vibe approach to it. Where is the campaign at? Starbucks, where you at, Starbucks? Let's see, CBC High. So for this one, I pretty much, let's take a look here. So my approach with that is whenever you are saying, okay, how can I split test my creatives a little better? Just come up with different variations of the same theme. So I wanted to see if the selfies would work. So I had that one, I had this odd one, and then I had a few other ones. Let me pull up the file real quick. Let's see, push images. So I had that one. Where's another one with that Starbucks? You see all of these that I was just literally just saving tons of images to try to figure out which one do I want to test. And I tested all of these in the Smart Rotator. So just keep running through these, look at the click-through rates, and see which ones do better. If you want to use these on propeller ads because they want the images, you can use these as icons if you want on Zero Part. But that's pretty much my approach when it comes to split testing, is start with the images first because they're the most important. Worry about the copy immediately after that. Usually the copy is not going to be what's making or breaking your campaign, but you don't want it to be too clickbaity because you'll run the issue where you won't get any conversions too. So that's why the new message one is really safe. And you can go with those high risk offers too, like where you say Walmart is having a sale or Walmart is having an anniversary. Do those on push. So anything that you guys learned as high risk for Facebook is free game on push when it comes to your angles. Let me see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just play around with it. Google is your best friend. Stay native to the mobile devices. Play around with the landers that you may find from other affiliate networks that you like. Just go ahead and rip them and clean them. Use those so that you have multiple options to split test your landers, where you can have some created in unbounce, or you can do like outgrow like a survey in Outgrow, or you can do WordPress if you're good with WordPress. That's your custom situation. So you can always rip something from Adplexity or your CPA networks, and then you can always direct link to the affiliate network. So your landing page options and everything you can do as far as split testing is limitless. So I think that's at least to get you guys started. It wasn't as structured as I wanted it to be because I kind of threw it together. I thought I was going to be more prepared, but I've been recording a lot for you guys. So I'm going to start uploading that stuff. I have a live build with BBA that's more structured, a live build with Yep that's more structured, and a live build with a RIP lander that's more structured. So I'm just do those three, and then I'm going to do a 3-day rule breakdown for you guys to kind of clarify how that's all going to work out if you guys want to go aggressive, and if you want to pace it. That's kind of how I separated it. So I'm going to go ahead and knock it out here. I think we've been on here for about an hour. Zoom was really nice to me. I'm going to upload this as well so that you can refer to it in case you want to look at or kind of recall what any of my tips were in the membership area. I'll go ahead and add that to a little bonus area. I'll have to get our back-end team to help me with that. So ask me any questions in the Facebook group as well, and I will hop on that for you guys. So I am here at my computer all day knocking out these uploads. So I'll catch you guys later.